Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a midnight blue smoky eye, and I think I'm going to do like a nude lip with it. I am going to be testing out some new products that I purchased at Ulta over the last like 2-3 weeks. So yeah, let's get right into it. I guess first I'll go over what I got at Ulta. I picked up the Urban Decay Smoked palette. They had it at Ulta. I think it was for like $20. So I have already opened it, and I haven't really used it, but I have swatched it. So this is what the palette looks like. It comes in a zipper case, which is pretty cool. So you just unzip it. And then this is what the palette looks like. And it comes with a bunch of cool shades. I have swatched it. I have a swatch picture up on my Instagram. And then it also comes with the 24/7 Perversion Glide On Eyeliner Pencil. And it also comes with a little mini tube of the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. So then I picked up another Purity Cleanser. This is my Holy Grail facial cleanser. It smells amazing, and it's just, I could never live without it. I stopped using it for like maybe a month or two. And I couldn't. I had to go back to it. And when I did go back to it, I realized just how amazing it is, and I will never give it up again. And then I also picked up one of the NYX Primal colors, and this is in the shade Hot Pink / Rose VIF. So this is what it looks like. I actually picked this up because I am going to be using it in a tutorial coming soon. But this is what it looks like, and it's a really bright pink. So that's it there. And I'm going to swatch it real quick. It's really soft. I like NYX eyeshadows. I think they're great. That's on the back of my finger. It's a really nice hot pink color. And then that's the swatch in the back of my hand. So really pretty. And I can't wait to use it in that tutorial I'm going to do. And then I also picked up another one of the NYX Micro Brow Pencils. I used it today on my eyebrows, so that's why it's not in the box. And I get the shade 7, Espresso. That's the shade I get. So this is the pencil. It's just like the Anastasia Brow Wiz, but I kind of like the NYX Micro Brow Pencil much better. And then the last thing I picked up was the Japonesque Illuminating Foundation Flawless Liquid Makeup, and I got the shade 7. So I'm gonna open it up. This was also part of I think this was part of the 21 Days of Beauty with Ulta. So this is what the packaging looks like. I love that it's in a glass bottle. Really nice. I've never tried anything from Japonesque before. And then it's got my favorite thing in the world, a pump. I love foundations that come with a pump. This, I guess, will be like a first impressions today. I am going to use this foundation, and we'll see how I like it. So I guess let's get started. I've already done my brows, and I used the NYX Micro HD pencil, and then I also used the Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Dark Brown, and I applied it with the Anastasia number 18 brush. I am going to use the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I've never used it before. And I'm just going to dot a little on my eye and then rub it in. It's really soft, like really creamy. And I'm going to go right into the Smoked palette to set the primer, and I think I'm going to use this shade here, which is Kinky. And I'm just going to set the primer all the way up to the brow bone. So I think I'm going to go in next with this color, which is Freestyle. I'm going to go into this Studio Makeup on the Go palette, and this is their Cooler palette. I don't know what the names are. They don't have names on them. Oh, right here, Cool Down palette. And I got this in a BoxyCharm, and I think I'm going to go in with this color right here, the color right in the middle. I just really want to define the crease. I'm going to dip into this color right here. It's more of a charcoal gray color. Same brush. And this I want to keep more on the outer V. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing in the inner corner of the eye. I'm going to take this Luxie 229 tapered blending brush and just right back in that same charcoal gray color. This shade by MAC, it's called Through the Night, and it's one of their Pro Longwear eyeshadows. I've had this shade for forever. I think this was the first eyeshadow I ever purchased when I started doing makeup. This was the first one. I'm going to use the shade Blackout, which is right here. And then I'm going to go in with this Royal & Langnickel brush. This is part of their BoxyCharm collab. This is the BX95 brush. And dip it into that Blackout. And just very slowly smoke out the inner corner. And then I'm going to go into this Colourpop. This is the shade Luckfully, and this is one of their Super Shock shadows. Look at that. That's so pretty. I'm going to use this MAC 214 brush, and I think I'm going to spray some Fix Plus onto this. Do you see that right now? How pretty is that? You just want to darken the outer corner again, because you lose some of that color when you apply the blue. The blue is so vibrant. Into Blackout again. It's a lot of blending. And right into that inner corner. You want to keep the outer and inner corner very dark and smoky. Then I'm going to go in with the, let's see, Evidence, this shade right here. I'm just going to take one of these Wet n Wild flat brushes, just a little bit. Just right there in the center of the lid. So now I'm going to go back into the Studio Makeup on the Go Cool Down palette, and I'm going to go back into that gray color that we used before in the crease, this color right here. The Luxie 229 tapered blending brush. Tap into that charcoal color and just go along the crease. Just smoke out that black a little bit, just to make sure everything's well blended. And I'm going to go in with the Marc Jacobs primer. And I do have a little bit of redness right around my nose right here, so I'm going to cover that up. I'm going to go ahead and use the NYX Color Correcting Concealer. I'm going to go in with the Minty Green shade because green will cancel out the redness. And then I don't really like to cover up my freckles. I like when they kind of peek through a little bit. So I'm not going to color correct anything else. Just that little touch of redness I had right here. And then I like to take my finger and just kind of blend it out a little bit better. We'll go in with the foundation. I have really dry skin, so anytime I see any foundation that's luminous, I gravitate towards it. So that's why I'm really excited to try this foundation because it says it's a luminous foundation. So I'm going to put a couple pumps on the back of my hand. I'm going to do 4 pumps for now. And then I want to take my finger and I'm just going to dot it all over my face because that's what I always do. So I'm going to take my beauty blender, which I know is filthy. I need to clean it. Clean off the back of my hand. And it's a damp beauty blender. I think it blends out really nicely. Look at that. I think it has a really nice finish. I think it has pretty good coverage too. It doesn't make me look too cakey. Of course, I haven't put any powder or anything on yet. But so far, I'm really liking the way it looks. I really like the way it blends out. It's just a little bit dark for me right now. So I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Makeup Contour Stick. And this is in the shade Where's Walnut, number 806. And I'm just going to contour. I'm going to put a little bit of this NYX Away We Glow, and this is in the shade, what is this? Oh, Moonbeam. So I'm just going to put a little bit where I would normally highlight. Right along the cheekbones. And a little bit on the tip of my nose. I am going to go in with a powder highlight. I'm just going to like to put a little bit of a cream highlight first. I'm going to start off with the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. And this is a neutral medium. Just place a little bit because this stuff is very thick. And then underneath that, I'm going to use my favorite, the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer and Corrector in the shade Light. And then I'm going to go in with the NYX HD Concealer, and this is in the shade Beige. Sorry, my camera just died. I'm just going to put a little bit underneath that Maybelline concealer. And then again, trusty beauty blender. I'm just going to pat concealer right into the skin. Now I'm going to take my Micro Beauty Blender. I'm going to take the Ofra Oil Control Pressed Powder and just set the under eye. I'm not going to bake at all. I'm going to take this Luxie 504 large angled brush and just set our under eyes. So now we're going to do the wing, which is always the most terrifying part for me because I'm not good at wings. I'm going to use a couple different things. I have the NYX Felt Tip Liner, the Girlactik Precise Eyeliner Marker in Black Noir, and the Star Lux Pro Luxe Longwear Eyeliner Pen. So I think I'm going to start off with the Girlactik. That is my favorite. Because look at that tip. It's pretty. I'm going to try and do it on camera. I don't know because I'm really bad at doing wings. I'm going to take the Studio Makeup on the Go palette again, go back into that gray, just to touch up a little bit. And I'm using the Luxie 229 Tapered Blending Brush. And I just want to go right on the outer, right into the crease. I just want to darken it up a bit and just blend it out. I'm going to go into the Smoked palette, into that blackout shade, this one right here, and I'm going to smoke out the lower lash line. And I'm going to take this crown brush, it's a C460 Smoky Eyeliner brush, and I'm going to go into that Colourpop shade, the Luckfully. I'm going to go back into the Smoked palette and I'm going to dip into the shade Evidence that we use in the lid and go right over where we applied the Colourpop shade. Dip a little bit very lightly into that dark gray. And this is how we're going to smoke out the lower lash line. So I just want to curl. And apply a little bit of my L'Oreal Telescopic mascara. And this is in Carbon Black. For lashes, I think I'm going to go in with these 217s from Red Cherry. That's what they look like, a little bit more dramatic. So while the lash glue continues to dry, we'll apply mascara to the bottom lashes. And I'm just going to use the same thing, the Telescopic mascara. I'm going to put a second coat of mascara, but I'm going to use the Amplifying Mascara Serum by Amplimascara. Love this stuff. When I'm not wearing fake lashes, this is what I usually do. I put Telescopic on first, and then I will go ahead and put a second coat of this. I'm going to go ahead and touch up my liner and just cover the lash band. for blush, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Geek blush in the shade XOXO. And I'm going to use the Luxie 514 blush brush. For highlight, I'm going to go ahead and use the Colourpop Stole the Show Super Shock Cheek Highlight. So first I'm just going to go ahead and spray some Fix Plus. And then I'll go in with the highlight. I'm going to use first this Morphe M438 brush. Then I'm going to use this really tiny fan brush by Crown Royal to do the highlight on my brow bone. I'm going to first use the Jordana Easy Lip Liner in the shade Rock and Rose. And then I'm going to go in with the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip, and this is in the shade Times Square. So that completes this look. I hope you guys like this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already to see more videos from me, and I will see you on my next one. Bye!